Hey everybody, how's it going? This is KZ. This is going to be a Kingdom Hearts 3 playback and an analysis video. Basically, the English version of the Kingdom Hearts 3 trailer has been released. And with it, we have an opportunity to look at it and analyze it from as any way that a crazed fanboy would. I'm going to watch the video and pause at points and see if we can figure out as much information as we can. Let's go. I'll be pausing throughout, so if you want the full live reaction, it's already up. It's already up. It's already up, and I finally stopped crying. So this is some Nomura text that's like, sure, whatever. We don't care about that right now. What we care about is this. So you're diving into this. They seem to have a lot of moments of just look at this amazing verticality, this amazing just moment of just falling down, and the art here looks really good and polished. I really like Donald and Goofy. They look really nice, but Sora also looks really good here. Everything just has this layer of polish that I really appreciate. Sora is in KH3 clothes, which also kind of makes sense also with the health bar and the magic bar. I'm going to assume that at this point in the game, you're on a second visit of Olympus. Now, the reason being is because at the end of 0.2, Sora doesn't get his new outfit yet, and he goes immediately to Olympus if you go by what 0.2 says. So unless they do a bait and switch, you go to Olympus, you do it once, and then later in the game, you come back, and that would explain why the health bars are like this. And it would also, you know, make things consistent, though we do have a Rock Titan segment. I think the clothes there are going to help confirm this in my mind. Also, Link. There's a Link thing down here. No idea what that means. It might be a limit combo attack, or it might be something where it might be the new form of drives, maybe. We'll have to see. They change faces depending on the situation, which I also really like. We had that, I think that was present in 0.2. Really cool. Also, this is fantastic. Oh, hold on. What the fuck? Hold on. Now, going by my intense lore of Kingdom Hearts 0... Actually, hold the phone. He gets a dive attack command. There, so right here they give you this situation command, kinda, this moment where they change it, and then you go in for it. So it looks like you don't even have to, do that, which is, pretty cool. So, he goes in, he goes for the slam. We're gonna immediately pause here. At this point, you see that he's attacking and building up the 3 bars. In 0.2, this was basically, you could get finish commands by doing several combos and magic attacks and what have you to build up to 3 of these. And once you would get a hypothetical 4th, you would then get some sort of finish command. Usually it would be a command style for Aqua, or a higher form of Fire, Blizzard, Thunder, or I think that was the only ones. You're fighting soldiers here. You're fighting the new Heartless type that are kind of like these war horses. I don't really know. They're not even Minotaurs, but they're cool. They had the horns. They were in the 2015 trailer. Now, what was interesting to me is if we can just... Alright, they hit it, standing by pops up, and then counter shield appears. Now, if people haven't seen 0.2, is basically situation commands. Once you do the 3 bar thing, you can activate these, and this one's counter shield. Now, if we look, Sora is in his red attire, his normal state. But when he activates this, I start noticing a glow there. Okay, he goes into this new form. And in the last game, it was the drive forms would give you different clothes, and they revealed that a new form was called guard form, which was shield-based, and it was yellow. If we go by a screenshot from like a year ago. So I think drive forms have now just been turned into these finish moves. If we go by this, though, who knows? So this turns into a giant shield, and then he does a finish command here. And there are some combos, so looks like Sora... It looks like drive forms have become command styles from Birth by Sleep, which I think is okay. You know what? Bring over whatever you want. This looks very interesting. So he's doing this, and hold on. I ain't letting you go any fucking further. Unleash and flow chain. What the fuck is flow chain? So before I cut to the part where I figured out what flow chaining is, I noticed that since Hercules is in the party, that means that he doesn't have to be substituted by Donald or Goofy. You can have 4 party members now, and that's fucking hype. Alright guys, I got it. I just loaded up the trailer from December of 2015, which was the Jump Festa trailer for KH3. And we see KH2 attire, but more importantly, what flow chain is. So we know that there are 2 options when you do shot locks now. And in this trailer, if we watch it, instead of doing the unleash shooty thing, he starts doing flow motion spins around the enemy and like slams and stuff. So I think this confirms to me that you now have 2 options here, which is interesting. So we already have the answers to what is this flow chain maneuver and how is it done. You can just choose it, which very much confused me looking at trailers recently of like what is that? And why is he doing that instead of doing shooting? And now we have our answer. We have 2 options that we can choose. And I guess depending on what you have equipped is what shot lock we get here, which is very interesting. Alright, so next up we have second form, which, oh my god, I think I'm starting to get it. Hold on. So, what do you notice here? We have Sora doing this thing called second form. And I'm going to immediately try and get a good view here. If you look, this is clearly Sora in his Kingdom Hearts 2 form. Now, in Kingdom Hearts 2, we obviously have Limit Form. Limit Form was this drive form Sora could access where he looked like he was in his Kingdom Hearts 1 incarnation. And it looks like we're getting that here, where Sora turns into second form, where you're KH2 Sora and you get access to a bunch of different abilities he had there. Which makes a lot of sense because you have stuff like Sonic Blade accessible. We have Magnet Burst, which I believe was also in Kingdom Hearts 2 as a finish move. And Ars Arcanum. So you get all of his old classic moves. Now this part's pretty good, where Sora goes in and he does this. I have to assume this is a Link attack. Let's try and look at it again, see if they do anything when it comes to button commands before it happens. Or if they just cut... Okay, they cut straight to it, so we don't know what that could do. Actually, hold on. We do. It has to be a Link move. Now, it's called Link, and what makes me think that that's it? Well, when this clip starts, right? Linking would be you linking between one person. At least that's what you would... That's one definition you could come up with. Now, if you look at this... Now, this is so jank. Look at them on the character screen. It's Sora and Goofy are like getting this electrical thing between them. So they're linking together to do this special attack. So Link moves, I think that's what that is. And I guess that's the replacement for limits, I guess. It seems less focused on large combo hits and more on like a big special attack. Alright, and now we got some dialogue. Yeah, this sounds about what I expected. Like, hey, go away. We're not able to help you. A piece of information. Is there a Oh, no! So, she's like, is there a distinctive black box? If you have not seen Kingdom Hearts Chi back cover, which is included in the recent Collection 2.8, the Master of Masters, this mysterious character that feels like could be a puppet master of the entire series, this person who implanted his eye inside Master Xehanort's Keyblade to see into the future, also gave one of his apprentices a box. He said he could never open it and gave him the goal of passing his Keyblade down to multiple heirs throughout time to, so he could always see into the future because a bunch of cool stuff was going to happen. And the big question that we have had since that came out is, what the fuck is in that box? And ever since Kingdom Hearts Recoded, Maleficent's been looking for a Book of Prophecy. And I know that she has she makes some appearance in the Kingdom Hearts mobile game, so She's deciding to, instead of just like, I'm gonna get Heartless and get revenge, like in Kingdom Hearts 2, she's doing something useful. She's looking for major plot developments. She's like, I'm gonna use the cool mythical stuff, and this is a really good way to get her back into it. She's looking for the box, guys! What is in that box? I don't know, but it's fucking hype. Dude, this looks so good. Okay, hold on, I think I just called it earlier. Sora isn't... first of all, the health bar thing, no corroboration between clothes, clearly. But this proves that this is the second visit. First things we see. Good rainy background, good rainy, like, area. Sora has this, this nice look to him. And he's, you know, KH2 attire. This will be the first time you visit, which would imply that the first boss of the first visit of Olympus would be you taking on the Rock Titan, whereas the second one would be you going to Olympus. So imagine your first visit of Olympus at the beginning of the game, you don't even go to the major parts of Olympus, maybe. Maybe it's like the journey there, and then you get sidetracked to this, and then you go to Olympus and maybe fight Hades. Or maybe other Titans. This is the third time we've seen the Rock Titan in KH3, and this is the best version of him. Alright, so, we can see shortcuts. Firaga, Eroga, Thundaga, and Blizzaga. Of course, they're going to give him overpowered abilities because this is, in fact, a trailer. This is, in fact, a build that they're going to show you just to show, hey, let us show you what we've worked on. So, if I could roll this back just a little bit, please. Alright, so Sora goes in for the punch. He launches a Thundaga. And you can see the health bars here are fucking minuscule, so this is definitely your first visit here. Though the damage scaling doesn't seem to be that good. So he does that, and then it looked like Thundaza, and we also have Firaza here. That kind of throws me off because Aqua had access to skills called Thundaja. So is there another tier? So is it Fire, Fyra, Firaga, Firaja, and Firaza? Is that what we're doing? Is there like a 5-level thing for magic? Maybe. So he ends up doing that, and alright, he does enough moves here to unlock second form. Now, this implies that drive forms that are confirmed in my mind are second form. There's guard form, and then there's like sword form, or there's like attack form. There was one that was supposed to be more of a berserker type of form that they didn't fully show us. So I'm thinking that these forms are command styles now. I'm completely convinced now that they seem to proc in the same way that Aqua's command styles procced in 0.2. And of course you can stack these and get a bunch of different things you can fire off at once. Alright, so he's continuing to do this. He's in some sort of chamber. So, Eroga looks really, really good. First time we're seeing it in, since Kingdom Hearts 1 in a mainline KH game. Like, it was present in, I believe, Birth by Sleep. But, this is the first time Sora is using Arrow, and since then, and Birth by Sleep has become, instead of a windshield, it's become this big tornado blast. Which is fucking fantastic. And everything's a Za. So, either Ja is the level 4 or 5 spell, or they've just renamed them because they want to. Okay, so we got Counter Shield again. We can see Heartless, you know, give up their little heart thing there. Another thing to note when we're back here, if we cut back here, like, please forgive me, but I'm having the time of my fucking life here. This also implies that there's a lot of differences between your first and second visit of Olympus Coliseum because Herc isn't here. You don't see Hercules. Instead, it's Donald, Goofy, and Sora's in his KH2 attire. Another thing to say, hey, early game, this is what you're getting. Late game, you're going back here, maybe taking on Hades and whatever things he's cooking up in Olympus with Hercules by your side and a bunch of cool new moves. This is a nice little chamber, which implies second visit, along with the new clothes. Hold the fucking phone. Can I see what move that is? It's thunder of some sort. Huh. He doesn't do a finish command for that, it doesn't look like. But I'm mashing pause. I'm using Windows Media Player. You'll have to forgive me, I'm tired. Okay, so he's using Counter Shield for that. it looks like. So that looks like it's a combo finisher. At first I was thinking maybe that's Thundaza, but it looks like that's just a finishing move you can do with that because he didn't access shortcuts. I'm not going to believe that it's an unfinished asset and they just haven't put it in yet, because everything else in the game has a cause and an effect that you can clearly see, so that just has to be the finishing combo thing. So, continuing on, he activates second form, and from here he activates a bunch of different moves. It looks like that's just straight up his finisher. Now, the way I can tell is that it looks like they get rid of all the stuff on this side. They get rid of all this crap, like the green meter and all that stuff, whenever you're accessing a move, so that could easily be a finisher. Then he goes into this, the Sonic Rave. We have the same old flow motion sliding here, and then he's going up and dealing damage. Pretty appropriate first world boss with Rock Titan having 2 health bars here. And it looks like you have to constantly deal with him slamming on the ground. Alright, here we go. This is the big shit. So we're in Twilight Town, near the mansion. Seeker, Darkness, Xemnas, the crew. Goofy looks like an idiot. How do you expect to bring Roxas back when he never should have existed? Okay, so we're trying to bring Roxas back. We're trying to get Ventus and Roxas back at the same time. Writing was on the wall, but more confirmation. There's only one way to accomplish it. Are you going to call upon the Darkness so Darkness can just bring him back? How? Who fucking knows? That's it. Kingdom Hearts 3 is a game that will probably be coming out next year. Why do you... Now, some people may want to say, KZ, why do you think it's coming out next year? It could very easily come out in 2019 or 2020 or some shit like that. This right here. Join us next month at D23 Expo 2017 as we proudly present a new world and new trailer. July 15th, 2017. Now, D23 is an interesting beast. D23 Expo, for people who don't know, is a big Disney expo where they show off a lot of different stuff. They have them in Japan, they have them in America, I believe they have them in Europe. Basically, they're a big expo where they show off a bunch of Disney stuff. They announce, like, all the next 10 Marvel movies there and the next Pixar movies and all this kind of stuff. But they also do a Kingdom Hearts presentation there. They did one, I believe, if not last year, but the year before. And they gave us a trailer that we did not see until Jump Festa. And it was the one that showed the new nobodies that were kind of like Marluxia-based. They showed... Apparently they showed all of the main characters, the people that are connected to Sora's heart, like having a heartfelt moment, but that was never shown. Now, what's interesting is they never really showed it to us until then. Now, the reason people knew there was a trailer that was going to be shown there was because they said, please join us for this Kingdom Hearts presentation at D23. And people may say, well, will they not show the trailer this time? No, because this time they fucking announced it. They fucking announced the trailer within another trailer. They're not going to hold it back because that would just be false advertising. Which means that next month we are getting a brand new fucking trailer with a new world. And then there's speculation for that. There are 2 possible options here. One, it is going to be Big Hero 6 with new San Francisco, whatever it is. I haven't seen the fucking movie. But they announced that world almost 2 years ago. So they could show that. But they say present a new world. Technically, it's not a new world because we've known about it for almost 2 years. What if they show it and you're like, hey, that's the new world, and then they show you another new world. A true new world. Treasure Planet, I don't fucking know what it could be. This trailer has depth. I can throw in and get confirmations, or at least good guesstimates, on what you can see and what you can expect. Okay, this is like the Kingdom Hearts YouTube's like 20-second ad roll thing, but just to recap here, it looks like drive forms have now become command styles in a way. So, and it looks like the ones that we've seen so far are a guard form, which lets you basically use a shield, and it has some fist combo finishers, this cool like thunder attack. You have something called second form that you can access, which is also another command style type of drive form that lets you use all the old Kingdom Hearts 2 techniques. You have access to links, which, if we go by this trailer, lightning flashes on party members, and then you can slam and do big attacks like that. I'm assuming every character will have that. Maleficent's looking for the black box that was held by Lushu from Kingdom Hearts cheap back cover. You probably have 2 visits to Olympus. One of them you are fighting with your same party members against the Rock Titan. The other time you're teaming up with Herc in Olympus's area. We may have a new tier of magic spells. Zemnis says the only way to bring Roxas back is through the power of darkness, which you have to wonder what method this actually is. Which is quite interesting. And also the other thing I feel like that maybe confirms... okay, I was thinking about it. Kingdom Key would confirm whether or not you do multiple sets of this world, but they have Kingdom Key on both. But yeah, I think that's basically everything. The game looks a lot more feature complete than any other time we've seen it. Everything with Olympus looks clearly done, and that is fucking astounding. And some may worry like they're only showing one world. What does that mean for the development? And I don't think that necessarily means anything bad, because if it meant something bad, they would fucking go silent. They've always gone silent. They've always ended with now in development. This one ended with a logo and a promise of when to see them next. Kingdom Hearts 3 is going to be finished and is going to be released in 2018. It is happening. We are finally getting our day in the sun, and I couldn't be any more happier than I am right now. I'm still kind of shaking, so I'm gonna go ahead and edit this real quick, put it up for you guys. If you have any comments or anything about this brand new Kingdom Hearts 3 trailer, leave them in the doobly-doo below. I love you very much, and this E3 has delivered, and it only took one game.